Here we go. We're going to go quick, okay? You guys can rewatch this. It literally always comes down to the picture. If you can draw the picture as accurately as you can, sometimes even drawing the people and labeling the people, like whatever you need to do to get the right answer, right? I think the clearer you guys get it, like some of you were solving for like the side length up in the air. That's not representative of where the two people are. Two people are on the ground. You basically found the distance between the other person and the kite. So if you need to draw the people so that you know, oh, this is the side length I'm solving for. You know what I mean? Seems silly sometimes to draw all these goofy little pictures, but when it comes down to it, you know what you're going to go solve for. If you just draw 3 points, you don't know, like it's not necessarily as clear because you haven't really drawn it, you know? So Allison is flying a kite. So we're going to draw Allison here on the left. Okay, Allison. She's flying a kite. Right? And it says that the string makes an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. 70, sorry. 70. It says that right here. Makes 70-degree angle with the ground. Then on the other side we have Mark. Mark's looking at the kite with an angle of elevation of 30. Okay? At the beginning of this question, it told you that the kite string was 150. Right? There's your picture. There's no way you're going to tell, like, after I've drawn this, it seems silly, but there's no way you're going to tell me that this distance here is the distance between the two people. There's no way you're going to do that if you draw the people on the picture. You know what I mean? Some of you solved for that side length. You still got an okay mark because you did all the work right, but it didn't answer the question. Right? So here's what we need to do. We'll call this side length we'll call this side length little k because it's opposite the kite. Okay? So I'm just going to write, well, first of all, what do I see here? I see a brother-sister pair. That lets me use sine law. Right? I see an angle, and opposite of that angle, I see the corresponding side length. It's a brother-sister pair. Now, I want to solve for k. So I'm going to need to fill in what the angle is of where the kite is. How do I do that? We'll call it angle k. It's going to be 180 minus 70 minus 30. What is that? 180 minus 100. Which is equal to 80, right? So, let's write out our sine law. Sine of, I'm going to use the one brother-sister pair. It's going to be the sine of 30. Remember, the angles have to go with the funny functions. Right? You got to put the 30 with the sine, not those sine of 150. You're going to get it wrong. Sine of 30 over 150 is equal to the sine of 80 over k. Solve for k. All you got to do is cross multiply. Okay, so we're going to get k sine 30 is equal to 150 sine 80. Divide both sides by sine 30. Right? You arrive at what k is, the distance. K is equal to 150 sine 80 over sine 30. Now, we just got to get the numbers. It's 150 multiplied by, does anybody have the sine of 80 off the top of their head as a decimal? 9848. And that's over sine of 30. What's that decimal? 0.5 maybe.
Yeah, 0.5.
Don't ask me how I know that. There's a few easy ones. Okay, has anybody done the math on that? Do we know what the answer is? 295.4?
Yeah.
Okay. Therefore, the distance between Allison and Mark is 295.4 meters. Yeah, meters. You okay? We got 3 minutes. Okay, we'll do the last one. I'll leave that up there for a sec, okay? Here's the picture everybody was having troubles with. You've got a lake, right? And then somebody decides to walk. Somebody decides to walk 95 meters and then 87. It creates an angle of 120 degrees. Solve the triangle. That's how long the lake is. I know it's not great, but that's the idea. Okay. What do we have here? What exists right here? Side angle side. That's a coslaw sandwich. You better write out cosine law.
Can we finally use it?
You get to finally use it.
Why can't we use self-intelligence?
Don't stop. You're gonna throw people under the bus here. Okay, we got to figure out. I guess the hard part of this is labeling the triangle, right? I'm interested in this. I'm gonna label this A, B, C. Okay.
How's that the hard part?
Huh?
How's that the hard part?
It's not. It can throw a wrench in things. Like A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. Throw in the numbers. A squared is equal to 95 squared plus 87 squared minus 2 times 95 times 87 cosine of 120. Now, I do not want to see this anymore. Minus this piece, minus this piece, minus this piece, minus. There's not 4 subtraction statements. Do not do that, please. It is one entire multiplication. You're going to multiply all 4 numbers by themselves. Okay? It's multiply, multiply, multiply. Not subtract, 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 subtract. You're going to get the wrong number. Okay. Do we have the numbers quick?
Did we get to see our marks?
Yeah, if you want to before you leave, okay? So somebody give me the numbers quick. What is that? My God. What's the final answer? I'll just write that down.
157.6.
Okay? The only trick to this question is typing this in. Make sure that the cosine of 120 equals negative 0.5. 2 negatives. The bell has not rung. 2 negatives cancel each other and you end up adding. Okay? You should see to get to that final number.